Gong Hei Fat Choi, and welcome to Martial Arts Mania. I'm your host, Debbie Goodman. We're at Shanghai Restaurant in Fresno, California on Blackstone and Griffith. Why are we in a restaurant? We're waiting for the traditional lion dance, which is part of the Chinese New Year celebration. And here with me is one of the employees of Shanghai, Nathan. Welcome, Nathan.
Hi, Gong Hei Fat Choi.
So what animal year were you born in, Nathan?
I was born in the year of the monkey.
Well, I'm a rooster, and according to legend, the monkey teases the rooster into a snit. Is that true?
It's possible. It could definitely happen, huh?
So we just had the year of the snake, and what are we going into this year?
We're going to be the year of the horse this year.
Fantastic. I hope it's a very prosperous year for all of us.
Oh yeah, it will be, definitely.
So tell us about working here at the Shanghai. How long have you been here?
I've been here for 2 years, and I'll probably be here for another 5 years. It helps with my college life, so, you know.
So what are you majoring in?
Mechanical engineering.
Very good.
So I got lots of work ahead of me, so.
That sounds good. Now, have you ever studied martial arts?
I have once for a couple of years when I was younger, but nothing too much more than a little taekwondo.
Where did you study?
I studied with Stuart Kwan.
Stuart Kwan was a dear friend of mine. Thank you for mentioning him.
Oh, no problem. He was a very nice guy.
He was truly a good-spirited, good-hearted person. Tell us about some of the dishes here at the Shanghai. What's one of your favorites?
I'd say the most popular one is a Chinese chicken salad.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows that dish, and speaking of which, it's coming right now.
Oh, really? Wow, that's like magic. It magically appeared in front of us. We mentioned it. Boy, let's talk about everything. How about chow fun? No.
There's plenty of good dishes here.
Absolutely. What are some of the others? Now, one of my personal favorites is the beef chow fun.
The walnut shrimp is very popular.
That sounds good.
One of my favorites would be the spicy walnut beef, because, I love spicy dishes, and it's got a little mix of everything, you know. The walnuts give it a nice sweet taste, so it's very, very tasty.
Okay. Another one of my favorites is the wonton soup.
Oh.
I'm not crazy about the black mushrooms, though. I always tell them to leave those out. I understand they're good for medicinal purposes, so it's okay if they cook them. I don't want to eat them because it's kind of like chewing on a wet rubber tire.
A little strong, yeah.
They're very strong. They're very healthy for you. What would you say, aside from the Chinese chicken salad, is the most commonly ordered dish by customers here at Shanghai?
I'd say the Shanghai chow mein is very popular. A lot of people like noodles, and since it has shrimp, chicken, and pork, it's got a little variety of everything, so a lot of people like to order that plate.
Now, what's the difference between, say, pork chow mein and chop suey chow mein?
The pork chow mein is minimal vegetables, so it just has the bean sprouts, the noodles, and the meat. As with the chop suey, has a mix of vegetables, so the broccoli, bamboo shoots, water chestnuts. So it has more gravy texture as well. So
I see.
The main difference is the vegetables.
Okay. So if you're looking for a little more healthy vegetable sort of dish, you want to order the chop suey.
Chop suey would be better.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for talking with us, Nathan. And
Thanks for having me.
I think we're going to start in on that Chinese chicken salad.
Oh yeah, it looks delicious.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, and now I have with me Pauline, and Pauline has brought us some delectable looking dishes here at Shanghai, some that I'm not even familiar with. Pauline, do you want to talk about these dishes?
Yes, we have chicken salad, as everybody know, and then we have walnut shrimp, and then we have seafood basket. Very yummy. It's very colorful too. It got snow peas, it got scallop, shrimp, fish, and we have some red bell pepper here and mushroom. It's really good, tastes very tasty.
You know, I had never seen this dish before. I'm so glad that you brought it out. I'm sure that a lot of the people out there are unfamiliar with this. Where do you find this on the menu? What category is it under? Seafood?
It's in the seafood.
Fantastic.
Yeah, this one is actually new creation. It probably 2-3 years ago. It's not with the original menu, but we added on about probably 3 years ago, and we found out that there's a lot of customers really love it.
It looks fabulous. I have to tell you, another one of my favorite things here at Shanghai are your bow ties.
Oh yes, that is really it's sweet and it's really delicious for after meal.
So it's basically, it's very similar to the fried wonton.
Yes, and then it got sugar and honey glaze. It's really really good.
I was in here the other night, and after we'd finished eating the bow ties, I was like,
Yes.
a lot of people.
Yes, everybody loves it, and sometimes they buy extra to take it home for the family.
Well, tell me a little bit about yourself, Pauline. How long have you been here at Shanghai?
I've been here probably, this year is 2014, so I've been here for 16 years.
16 years, wow.
When I was here, but I was a server here when I went to college. That was back into the 80s. So I cannot believe that this restaurant has been here over 35 years.
Well, I remember when it was a small, dark little place, and then they expanded into this huge, beautiful place because it was always packed. And I've noticed that you still have people waiting to get in at times.
Correct. When I first started here, probably in the 81, 82, 1982, and then this is very little. It's a small, probably 70 seaters. Mm-hmm. And it's very small, and then now all the previous owners, they had expanded. Mm-hmm. And then when our new group took over, that was 14 years ago, and it just awesome. We kept it the way it used to be, and we kept our guests, and they really love our food, and we keep up with everything as original, and then add up some menu, and we kept it.
I remember years ago there was another restaurant here in town, I won't mention the name, but they offered a lot of money for that Chinese chicken salad recipe, and I don't think anyone has ever given it up.
I don't think so. We actually, when back in the 80s, and a lot of people in Fresno does not think that salad is the most popular item, but Shanghai just have this one. I think is the original recipe from the chef who started at Shanghai, and we kept it until now. But right now, there's a lot of restaurants have the chicken salad, but the flavor is not the same because our recipe just is outrageous.
Well, that's true, and I have friends that come long distances from out of town, and the first thing they want to do is come to Shanghai and order that chicken salad.
Correct. The chicken salad, it's not too much fat, and the dressing it's a homemade, and we cook the dressing every day, and our chef is very busy. Every day we have one chef just doing the chicken salad. That is the specialty. So.
Now, how many people does the restaurant seat now?
Right now it's a little bit over 200 people. Wow. And we kept it the same. We have a lot of time that we are very busy, and we have long waiting list. And with the economy, it's so-called very down for the whole worldwide, and our business have little effect from it. Mm-hmm. But other than that, we still keep it up with the quality and the service and a nice smile, and to keep customer coming back.
That's fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about some of the traditions of Chinese New Year. Now, I'm familiar because I studied Kung Fu.
Okay.
Now, what animal year were you born in?
The year of the tiger.
That's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one.
And I born of the year of a tiger. The tiger basically described as very generous, smart, lovable, and outgoing. And so the years of the horse, the same thing, is very smart. And horse, and I think in Chinese New Year, and the horse is very, is supposed to be lucky for everyone.
think so too.
because the horse is the most lovable animal on the Chinese zodiac.
Well, I love horses, so it's going to be good luck for me. I know, although I am a rooster. We're kind of smart, but kind of bossy, I think.
Yes, I got that right.
What are some of the other traditions of Chinese New Year? I mean, your lucky colors are obviously red and gold. Green also.
Green is reflects of the money, and red is bring the lucky. Gold is loyal, and then we have in Chinese New Year in the community, we most time have the lion dance. The lion dance is basically bringing all the noise and bring up the spirit and then chase the devil away. So the lion dance is very important for the Chinese tradition, that is have the lion dance.
Well, when I studied Kung Fu at John Cho's Kung Fu School, it was pretty much mandatory that we all participate in Chinese New Year. So, yes, I spent many a weekend going around town doing the lion dance, setting off the firecrackers, and I used to kind of get a kick out of it because some places would have just a roll of firecrackers, about 100 going off at the same time, and then the police would come.
Yes.
And they'd look at us and we'd look at them and they'd just drive on.
We're talking about the police. One year we have lion dance at Shanghai. And when John Cho's groups come in for the lion dance, and I did not even think of, okay, let the customer know that, okay, this will be a fireworks. And I thought this is out from outside, so we had an officer and eating with his wife at a very nearby table. And then as soon as the firecrackers popped, and then he got up and then pulled the gun.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I was so scared. And then his wife was yelling at me because he said, you should have let us know. So ever since then, I have to let the customers know that there will be fireworks for when the lion dance come. And that is, the beginning of the lion show is the firecrackers, so it's bring up the spirit. So, but then I kind of aware of that since that time that the police officer was here.
Well, I've been filled in as to when they're coming, and they're coming in here pretty soon. So when I see them starting to unload, we'll tell everybody in the restaurant to be ready.
Yes, I will tell the customers we will be ready because I learned the lesson. I was so scared. And then he just jumped off the seat and then getting the gun ready. I was so scared. And then he looked at the window and then he noticed he heard the drum started, and then he realized that, and yeah, I got a lesson.
Would you say there's a large Chinese community here in Fresno?
Fresno is not a very large community, but it's bigger than normal, I think, but if not, of course, can't compare to Los Angeles or San Francisco. But it's considered a small town like us. There's a lot of Chinese restaurants, a lot of Chinese community involved, and with all kind of community functions.
This is true. Again, I remember during Chinese New Year going down to the old School of Confucius, the Chinese Benevolent Association, and I'm not sure what day they're doing it this year, but it's usually the last Sunday or right after Chinese New Year that they have a big celebration down there. A lot of fun.
Yes, because for the Chinese New Year, the Chinese they celebrate 15 years of the year. 15 days of the year.
Yes.
They're from January 1st to January 15th. That's the last day of the New Year.
Right.
The Chinese.
The Chinese New Year begins when the new moon is in Aquarius, and it ends usually when the full moon is in Leo.
Yes, exactly. And then what I learned is the Chinese calendar always have 30 days except the lunar year, and then they have 28 days, but it's 2 months, and the leap year, just like any other calendar, have leap year. So, but most of the time have 30 days consecutively, 30 days all the times.
Okay. Well, let's take a little break and enjoy some food.
Thank you very much. You have a nice evening. Thank you very much.
Bye.